your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that thing whenever I upload a new video. So today we are going to be doing some quick, cute, makeup to just, step out right quick with. And we're also going to be talking about a case. I just want to briefly talk about this because I made a video on my TikTok about this, and the few comments that I received from Black men was very, very interesting and very telling. And I just noticed that every other race of women gets grace, but melanin rich women don't. We don't get grace the way that other women do. And it's very, very ironic. What's up, Mia? Hi, baby girl. How you doing? What's up, Empress? Hello. Thank you, Empress. I love it when y'all anticipate my needs. What's going on? How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. Hello, Mila. So, okay, so y'all know, we all heard of Hannah Cobb, and we heard of Telvin. So Telvin Osborne was Hannah Cobb's boyfriend, and they also had, I think, 1 or 2 kids together, right? And one night after the club, so they live in Augusta, Georgia. Shouts out to Augusta. That's where I feel like I'm from there. Like my great grandmother was from there. My great grandmother lived there. Like my family's from Augusta on my mom's side. And I was there every year of my life. I done told y'all about me running barefoot in the backwoods of Georgia, on the outskirts of Augusta in Glasscock County. I grew up there. I literally, my whole childhood, I was there every single year of my life for the holidays, summer vacations, etc. So I'm very familiar with Augusta. So they're out in Augusta partying at the clubs, right? And Hannah Cobb is a clear Caucasian woman, and Telvin is a Black man, right? So once again, they're in a relationship. They are at the club. There's footage of them at the club. Hello, Felicia. Hi. So there's footage of them at the club, right? And it looks like they're partying, but Hannah looks very ratchet. She looks very like ghetto, very extra. She's throwing up signs and acting like she's papowing and doing the most at the club, right? So clearly they're intoxicated, and clearly she's trying to assimilate into like Black culture, I guess. I don't know. And he wants to assimilate into white culture. They're both probably cosplaying at this point. We don't know them. I'm just going off of what I saw. So fast forward, at the end of the night, she makes a phone call to the police saying that she accidentally papowed her boyfriend, basically stating that she was cleaning out her firearm. And she says they do this every night because of intruders, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like a whole lie. We said, when it first came out, we talked about it. We came on here on the Love Jones Show, us and the Love Bugs. We definitely spoke about this situation as soon as it hit the net because it just seemed unrealistic. And we were like, wow, like this is another situation. Thank you, Brianna. I don't know. I'll when I get the deets to this, I'll post it. I'll post the link for you guys. What am I saying? So when she made a phone call, and she didn't even sound frantic. She sounded calm, like from the little bit of audio that I remember hearing back when it happened. And she was basically like, oh, I did not mean to unalive him. Like I was cleaning out my firearm and it just so happens to go off. This is what she said. This is what the police report said. That's what she said. That was her statement. So fast forward, this lady gets released on bond for $25,000. You only have to pay like 10% of your bond, if I'm not mistaken. So she got out of jail only having to pay $2,500 in the state of Georgia for unaliving her boyfriend because she was a clear Caucasian woman and he was a Black man. We already know why. And we also, it was uncovered that her dad is he made 12 videos about me. Dang, that's a lot. It also came out that her dad is a part of the police force, right? So once I heard that, I'm like, oh, they letting her out. She had to surrender her firearms, but $25,000. And y'all seen how the Claire community was up in arms because Carmelo Anthony, because now all of a sudden she's claiming self-defense, who also claimed self-defense when he literally was bullied, accosted, they stole his bag and was trying to beat him up and all types of stuff. The white community was up in fucking arms because he had $1 million bail, and the judge that looked like us, melanin rich judge, lowered it to $250,000 because he was a teenage scholar, A+ student, captain of the football team, captain of the track team, and he had no priors. He also was a pillar in the community. He had saved a little white boy from drowning a couple years prior. He worked. He had like 2 jobs, and this is a teenage boy, a 17-year-old. The white community was up in arms, calling him a murderer. He deserves the death penalty. Oh, why would they let him off? Mind you, he literally is on house arrest. But they let this white woman off, right? For her bail was $25,000. Not even 50,000, not even 100. That black man was not even worth her having a high bail. Anyways, this is not me advocating. This is me just literally recognizing the double standard and how the white community is dead silent. You don't hear anybody saying, oh, she unalived the man, she a murderer, throw her under the jail. It's because of racism. It's purely racism. And anybody that is trying to say it is anything else is a fucking liar. It's racism. Clear as day. Can we all agree it's racism? Put a 1 in the chat if you think it's racism. Because I need to know. I know it's just racism. Why the white community is not mad that this lady just got off? Literally, the charges were dropped for unaliving somebody. But yet they was going hard at Carmelo Anthony for protecting. He also claimed self-defense. Is racism because they don't see black people as human, right? So I'm saying all of this because I have a point that we're gonna get to. Racism, those cowboy boots and that hat didn't change his skin complexion. That part. What are you talking about? I'm unfamiliar. Oh baby, I'm talking about a case with a white woman named Hannah Cobb that just got off for unaliving her black baby daddy. That's what I'm talking about. And how the white community is dead silent that she got off. Nobody's saying anything about it. And black men are dead silent. So that's my point. Black men are dead silent. Like you don't hear them. I don't even hear them advocating for him. I don't see any videos of them making think pieces. But now if Hannah looked like me, then they would be like, oh, this is why we need to leave those black BITCHs alone. And black women are this to the community and black women this and black women that. And you know that they would be doing that. We all know that they would because they always bunch us together. We don't get to have one-offs. We always get grouped together. We don't get to just be one situation. Whenever one of us do something, all of us are like that. And that's why I say it's spell work. It's MK Ultra. Motherfuckers is rooted and booted up. They done drank some period blood. They done been rooted the fuck up. Okay. So I made a video and basically I was like, it's just crazy how she got off. She's not doing any time whatsoever. Yet, everybody's quiet. Like the white community that was so mad that, justice wasn't served for Austin. Nobody's saying anything about this. Black men are not saying shit. The same black men that'll be like, oh, black women are so bitter. They're so masculine. They're so aggressive. They're so too independent. They're not submissive. They're not domesticated. Oh, white women are better because they're less drama. Like, they're less drama, yet I've seen videos of them calling y'all the N-word, cussing y'all out. I just seen a video of a Latina beating her boyfriend's ass up and down the street. We see this every day, but when it comes to us, we do not get the same grace as other groups of women. And I always ask myself, why is that? I mean, we have to cope. We have to come to terms with the fact that our place in society is what it is. However, we're changing the narrative to ourselves internally, right? Because you can't really change how people see you because people are willfully ignorant and people have confirmation bias. So even if you are like the perfect pillar of femininity, even if you are successful, even if you work out, even if you're fit, even if you don't have baby daddies, if you don't have, y'all see how they do me and I don't even have children. It's like, how can we repair, any type of image or any type of preconceived notions that the world has about us? How do we, there's nothing we could do. We could scream from the rooftops, hey, we're not all like that. And they see that we're not all like that because they look at us, they watch us. I get called a baby mama and I don't have no kids. Y'all, do y'all understand what I'm saying? How it's like there's nothing that we could do. There's nothing. They could say, oh, you need to just be docile. You need to do that. And then when we get labeled as, oh, you just let him walk over you. You're acting like a doormat. Then they say, oh, well, you need to help a man build him from the bootstraps. And then when we do, and then the man leaves, they say, well, you're stupid because that's your fault. We get blamed for every fucking thing that men do. So it's like damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's just because of our hue of complexion. That's it. And the world is under some type of magic spell. That's it. It's magic. It's a spell. It's MK Ultra. Mind control, mind conditioning. And so where I am, you know, as far as this goes, I don't the way that I talk to my audience, the way that I talk to my peoples, whom I love so much, and you know, I'm building community on TikTok as well. The way that I talk to y'all is not from the lens of how can we make these people see us as different because they're hell bent. It's like arguing with somebody that it doesn't matter what you say, they're always going to see you a particular type of way. It doesn't matter what you do, they're always going to see you a certain type of way. So there's no way to change the narrative. You just got to change the narrative for yourself. And this is why I'm always saying, you know, we always talk about decentering men, and you know, like I point out like how we have a lot of catching up to do as far as our self-esteem goes and our self-image and self-love. And that's why I came out with the ebook, because I feel like the only thing that we could do is to change our internal dialogue and to not allow people's projections to affect us so deeply on a spiritual level. Because that's what it is. Now, once we realize and recognize the type of power that we have and the fact that a lot of the things that people try to push on us, a lot of the narratives are just blatant fucking lies and projection, then we will be in a better mind state. And it won't be about what everybody else says. Yes, and positive affirmation. Exactly. That's why we do the affirmation cards. And, you know, that's really what it's all about for me, is like self-love. Because ultimately, people just, and not everybody, but a lot of people as a collective, and in particular, Black men, they're just hell-bent on seeing us a certain type of way. Yet a white woman could literally take their life and get off on it, and nobody is batting a fucking eyelash. Nobody's batting an eyelash. And what really prompted me to come, because we spoke about this yesterday in a StreamYard live, but what prompted me to come back today and delve a little deeper is because of some of the comments that I got on my video. So there's so many of us beautiful melanin rich women that's underneath my comment section saying, well, it's not our fight, we don't care, you know, what does that have to do with, first of all, because why is the like so little? What's up, Quaisha? Can y'all double tap the screen? Everybody up in here, double tap the screen for me. I need 5 more likes. It's so many. It's too many of y'all watching with these itty bitty likes, and I don't like that for me or you. Double tap the screen and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and double tap the screen, ho. Double tap the screen. Can we get 5 more likes? Everybody up in here right now, double tap the screen for me and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. The weather is finally starting to break. It was still rainy and cold, y'all. Like, I don't like going out when it's like super rainy and cold. I'm really not into that. That's why I didn't go to Ulta earlier today, because the weather just has not been on my side. So now it's stopped. It's still kind of chilly, but it's not like rainy, you know, like that's just uncomfortable. And then like when I'm in Manhattan, I like to walk around, and don't nobody want to do that carrying no umbrella. Like I was just like, no, like the weather got to break. Hello. Yes, can we get 5 more likes? It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. Yes. I seen that, Qua. I seen that, because the weather's been so bad. I'm like, but I saw that it was going to be in the 70s on Monday and Tuesday. And I know Monday is Memorial's Day, right? Or is it Sunday? But I just want to catch them sales. I do want to catch them sales. I do, because y'all know the stuff that we be buying be like $50 a pop for one product. Like $50, $30, $40 for one product. So, because I need to get the Urban Decay. So I think the Urban Decay is on sale for $28, the setting spray. I want to get some more of that. I want to get the little metallic aluminum foil Morphe palette. I want to get that. I need a foundation. I need a foundation. I need the setting spray. I want the palette. And I don't know. Oh, I wanted to get a Fenty lip gloss. Yes, when they had me thinking to stay in the house because they saw while when it's hot. That's true. Can we have 5 more likes? Everybody double tap the screen. I just returned from a what? 104 temperature. Oh, you must have been on an island. You was on an island or you was in Miami? Where you was at? Where you was at? Why is y'all not double tapping the screen? I'm trying to figure that out because that's getting on my fucking nerves. Anyways, let me just finish. So, yeah, so in my comment section, right, for the video that I did, there was a couple of Egypt and Greece. Nice. There was a couple of black men, of course, up in there. One said, oh, because every melanin rich woman that was in there was literally like, oh, well, what y'all cooking today? What y'all doing for Memorial Weekend? I feel like I seen God's Anointed up in there too. What y'all doing for Memorial Weekend? Somebody was like, oh, what hairstyle should I do next? You know, like what we cooking, what we eating, like basically saying this ain't our fight. Like we unbothered, we don't give a damn. So I feel like I seen like 4 or 5 black men up in there. A couple I just got out of here because they was just saying nasty stuff. So I just blocked them. But one was like, this is how y'all feel about black men. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Then another one was like, y'all don't deserve black men if this is how y'all gonna treat this situation. And I'm like, so we don't deserve black men because we're saying we don't care that this black man blatantly was on social media disrespecting us so that he could like make this clear Caucasian woman feel better about herself. And we're saying we don't care. We're not going to march. We're not going to use our voices for this black man that was disrespecting us, saying that he would rather screw a dog than to be with one of us. His brother was calling us all types of black bitches and, oh, that's why my brother didn't want y'all, because we literally was like, well, this is not our problem. Like, we are not going to continue to lend our likeness or put ourselves on the front line for people that are blatantly disrespectful toward us. What do we get in return except for more disrespect? We've been doing that. We've been marching beside black men since forever. Yet we don't get recognized. We don't get grace. They call us out our names. They say we ain't shit. When they leave and don't help us to raise the kids, they say that it's our fault and we should have chose better and we need to do better, and everything is always our fault. So now that we're recognizing that no matter what we do in certain situations is always going to be our fault, then maybe we need to just throw in a towel and burn the fucking cape. Burning the cape does not equate to, oh, we just gonna turn our back on everybody. That's not true, because when Carmelo Anthony, that young teenage black boy in Texas, got into that altercation, plenty of us donated to him. Plenty of us lended our voice. Plenty of us was like legit using our platforms to advocate for him. So I don't know, you know, like he ain't make no post talking down about us and spewing anti-black woman rhetoric. He didn't do that. But why should we put our bodies on the front line or utilize our voices for men that are anti-black women? Why should we do that? What do we get out of that? That's stupid. It's like doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That is insanity. And a lot of us are waking up. If you say you don't like us, if you're cussing us out like a dog, talking about us, saying that every other race of woman is better, and then one of them unalives you and take your life, we're supposed to, what, get out there and march and potentially get maimed and maced and arrested by the police on your behalf? Use our platforms and potentially, because I'm still getting hate speech. And I've been getting attacked by racist white people ever since I started talking talking out about the situation with Carmelo. Why should I put my mental health on the line? Why should I do that? For a man that says that he hates us and he don't like us. And he also said like, oh, I'm ready to risk it all behind mine. I'll unalive behind mine. So that's exactly what he did. How is that our fault? So for a black man to say, oh, y'all don't deserve black men if this is how y'all feel. But why aren't you saying that white women don't deserve black men and they unaliving y'all? They unaliving y'all, calling y'all the N-word, getting y'all arrested. They was lynching y'all too. I don't know what the fuck. They was eating y'all too. Decapitating y'all too. Like we discovered last night. I didn't even know because I was talking about the first serial killer period that was coined a serial killer was a white woman. But that happened, I think, like in the in the early 1900s. But the first official one, she used to kill black people, black slaves in New Orleans. And she tortured us really, really terribly. The other one, she got her white husband to help her to kidnap, kill, and torture people. So for y'all to be getting up here saying these women are so better and acting like they're angels, I don't know what the fuck type of spell work or type of roots that y'all are under. But why is it that the narrative is that black women don't deserve black men? Because we're saying, hey, we're not going to participate in this because this black man literally, I can't remember her name, but you can look at my live stream that I did last night and I named both of them. I actually read some articles about them on the live stream last night. So you can go and take a look at that. Why is the narrative that, oh, this is how y'all feel, which is we didn't even say anything. We didn't say, oh, F Telvin Osborne, fuck him. We didn't say nothing like that. We just said, well, hey, maybe, one woman said, I think that he would be happy that she got off because he loved her so much and he wouldn't want his white woman to be in jail. One woman did say that. Another woman said, a couple women was saying, well, good for him. Rest in preference. That's what he chose, right? So us saying we're just going to mind our business because these men disrespect us. They keep saying they're not going to protect us. They act like other women are better. Why should we once again put our likeness on the line? Y'all don't know what it's like to be cyber stalked, cyber harassed, and cyber bullied. I do. It is very taxing when you are constantly sifting through comments of racism, hatred, bigotry, and just negativity. It is a lot to deal with on a daily basis. I am not using my platform to potentially have to deal with that, to have to continuously mentally decompress for a fuck ass man that got on the internet and talked about me and everybody that looked like me. Y'all already know how I feel about being a melanin rich woman. It's power, but we are reclaiming that power right now. And it has been extremely hard because a lot of people are against us. So why in the fuck would I get up here and potentially sacrifice my peace to advocate for somebody that would not, that wouldn't even look my fucking way? Okay? If I was on fire on the side of the road, he probably wouldn't even fucking pee on me. So for that black man that made that comment and said, yeah, this is why y'all don't deserve black men. What about the white woman that killed him? You just gonna skip over that he was unalived and the woman that did it got away with it. You're going to skip over him being unalived and slain, brutally slain by a white woman and say that's why black women don't deserve him because we said we don't give a fuck or we just going to sit this out. Thank you, Jim. Like, seriously. Hello, Love Jones. You always look your best all the time. The reason is you're a natural beauty with charm, grace, elegance, and intelligence that always shines brightly in the spotlight. Thank you. Someone says she thinks she's sacrificing. Like I said, even you being able to talk to me and leave a comment, it sacrifices my peace for y'all to come up here and say fuckery to me. Even if it's just for a couple seconds, I'm like, I have to keep rerouting my energy. Even if I cuss y'all out, I have to continuously reroute my energy when I'm dealing with trolls. So if I get up here and I make a video and I say that white woman was wrong and how could she get off? And if I get up here and say that and do that, I'm going to get bombarded with comments. I'm going to get bombarded with racism. Y'all wouldn't understand because you are not in my fucking shoes. So yes, it is a fucking sacrifice. It is. You don't have to understand because your plight ain't my plight, your path ain't my path. So I wouldn't expect y'all to understand. But for that man to say, this is why black women don't deserve black men, because we literally just said we're going to sit this one out and we're going to mind our business because that man was very anti-black woman is diabolical. Like, why wasn't the first thing he said, this is why white women don't deserve black men? You see, they won't say that. It does not matter what certain groups of women do to them. I just played a video for you all where an Asian woman she peed on her boyfriend's toothbrush, on her black boyfriend's toothbrush. Why are you so angry? Shut the fuck up. I hate when y'all do that. Don't make me block you. Don't ever fucking ask me that again. Anybody saying that is getting blocked, because at the end of the day, I'm not angry. I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, and I'm speaking. If you keep bringing up racism, it would always be a part of your life. First of all, me having this skin is why racism will be always a part of my life. Your forefathers is why it will always be a part of my life. It's not about what I bring up. It's not about what I bring up. Victim mentality. No, you got a victim mentality. Thank God I don't want to see a Y'all act like I give a fuck about y'all strangers on the goddamn internet. I don't care about you, bitch. Ugh, we gotta have us a block party. We gotta have us a block party. Because you bear racist. Bitch, you can't even fucking write a goddamn sentence. Where's your dog and your mother's asshole? Hello, thank you. Why are black women so angry? I'm not angry. Why are white women so angry? Why are white women so psychotic? Why are white men the biggest serial killers in the world? Why are white men always serial killing? Answer me that. Why y'all got me saying trigger words on here, but why are clear men always serial unaliving? I want to know that. Ghetto snobs and black bitches and hoes. Why are white women always popping coochie on Pornhub? Why they always making sexual content, adult content? Why are white women always doing gangbangs? Why are white men always raping children? Going out your way to prove a stereotype. Do y'all think I give a fuck about what y'all think about me? Do y'all think I give a fuck about what type of stereotype? I don't care. I just literally said, there's nothing I could do to prove to a racist that I'm a good black. There's nothing I could do. Even if I'm quiet, y'all will say, oh, she's standoffish. Oh, she's not a team player. She doesn't work well in a group. If I'm quiet and minding my business. If I'm loud, oh, she's loud. Oh my God, if I'm too friendly, she's aggressive. There's nothing I can do. You're just a racist. That's it. You're racist. You just hate people because of how they look. As if white people don't commit most crimes in the world. As if white women aren't the biggest horse in society. Like, we know, we see y'all. We see y'all. So y'all want to spew all of that? I don't care. I don't care. I'm negative because I'm responding to people calling me a black hole, a bitch, and a 304, and saying why black women is like this and why are white men serial unaliving people? Why are little white boys going into schools and powing and airing them up? Why are they doing that? Why are white men the biggest carriers and the biggest viewers of child porn? Why can't y'all be trusted around kids? Don't fucking play with me. Don't play with me. Because y'all keep saying, we could say it back to you. We see y'all. You not saying nothing that you're 10 times worse. You're 100,000 times worse. So stop it. We just want y'all to leave us alone. That's it. That's it. Leave us alone. Why black ladies having 5 and 6 and 10 baby daddies? Why are white women so dry downstairs that they need lubrication? Why y'all need lube? Why do you need in vitro fertilization to get pregnant? Don't fuck with me. Why y'all so dry in another reason? Why y'all very incestuous? Why y'all sleeping with y'all brothers and like what's that about? Why they had to create laws so that y'all would stop screwing animals? Why y'all into bestiality? We not doing this. I really don't want to do this with y'all, but y'all keep coming up in here talking crazy about black people. We're not doing it. I'm sorry. No. We're not doing it. Why you worried about them being dry? Why they worried about me fucking having 5 or 10 or 6 baby daddies? Why they in my comment section? Why they worried about what I'm doing with my womb? You rather pay for lube? Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you pay for. Get some shit to clean that fucking lice out your scalp, bitch. Leave me alone because I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. I'm trying not to do this with y'all. Anyways, let me get off this. Why do you collect a paycheck from the government? Why is the biggest recipients of welfare white women? Why do y'all get government assistance way more than anybody in the country? Baby daddies with no kids is hilarious. Thank you, because I don't even have no kids. But it's because they are racist. They're racist and very stereotypical. And we don't give it back. But I'm not about to let y'all keep coming up in my channel talking crazy when we know who y'all are. We see y'all. We see y'all. I would never go into a white woman's space and ask her and try to berate her or talk crazy to her. Because I don't give a fuck about what a white woman is doing. I don't give a fuck. I don't care about what y'all do. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Y'all are so obsessed. Y'all are so obsessed. Like, leave us alone. Leave me alone, bitch. Mind your business. I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. If you don't care, why you going on and on? Because I can. Because sometimes y'all need a taste of your own fucking medicine, bitch. If you could dish it, if you could talk shit to me, I'm going to talk shit back to you. None of you cannot control me. Now the real demons are mad. You are calling them out. To the light, y'all talking real crazy, and I hope karma comes to get y'all like, oh boy, who got his, period. Thank you, Quad, for the super sticker. Thank you, babe. I can't even stay on topic because they come in here with the racism. They're so obsessed with black people. Y'all are so obsessed. I don't go into white people's spaces and do this. This is very weird. Y'all are weird. It's giving psychotic and psychosis. I don't go into white people's spaces. I don't give a fuck about what y'all got going on. I really don't. I would never catch myself in a white person's space trying to berate them, antagonize them, or attack them. Talking about take the wig off. Bitch, tell your girlfriend to take that spray tan off. Tell her to take them fucking clip-ins out. Tell her to fucking deflate and dissolve them lip fillers, bitch. I'm not racist. Black people can't be racist. Prejudice, yeah. Bigoted, maybe. But racist, I can't be racist. I don't have no systems in which I can oppress you. I can't affect your livelihood. Always with an attitude. Okay. So leave. Why are you here? Leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. Why y'all come in my space to try to talk crazy to me? And then when I talk crazy back, y'all saying, oh, she's a racist. No, bitch. That's you. Y'all keep trying to destiny swap. It's not going to work. None of that is going to work here. Can't be racist is not crazy. It's real. But y'all can't take it because y'all hate y'all's history. Y'all feel so bad about y'all's history. Y'all hate to look in the mirror. It is my space. This is my channel, stupid. Get out of here if you don't like what I'm saying. Hello, hey guys. Shut your bitch ass up. Tell your mother to... Sister don't know the definition. Yes, I do. I actually did a live on it. Y'all don't know what racism means. Y'all keep trying to colonize, co-opt, and fucking lie about everything so that y'all won't have to ever be accountable for how y'all show up. What? Usual suspects in a black person's business. You love this attention you're getting from whites, don't you? No, I don't. I didn't even fucking talk to y'all. I don't even know where y'all came from. Y'all are obsessed. Nobody even called for y'all. I'm not even talking to y'all. LJ, can you slow the chat down? I don't know how to do that. I was trying to do it yesterday. On this, it's hard. I don't know how to do it on this. I wish I knew. I got to do some research to figure it out because I wish I could. See, I don't know how to do that on this. I wish I could because I absolutely would. Maybe don't react. I could react when I want to. Thank you, Charles. Hello, Catherine. No, I don't do OnlyFans. Oh, you didn't have to hide that. But Liz, I saw you. I'm using Maybelline Fit Me, and I'm using Juvia's Place. Thank you. Thank y'all. Hello, Kurt. Thank you. And the things that I said, I'm not talking about every single person, but I'm meeting hate with hate. I don't care. If you're gonna come in here and be nasty to me and say hateful things to me, I'm gonna say something back to you. Especially like enough is enough. Because the live I had yesterday, I was really trying, and y'all was so racist and nasty toward me for no reason. I did not deserve that. Like I literally was not. I ain't deserve that. So now, if you're going to talk crazy to me, I'm liable to say something crazy back. And I don't mean to be offensive to everybody, but if y'all going to keep stereotyping us, we can stereotype y'all too. Period. Thank you. Yeah, no, I have a lot of mods. I'll be trying. I might need to add another mod. I might need to add another mod. Hello, Norris. Hate the racist, not the race. I agree with that. That's true too. That's true. That you and I don't hate the race. I do not hate white people. Like I hope that's not what y'all get from this. I don't. Like I literally be talking to people, they spew negativity to me, I spew it back. I don't hate all white people. That's why I always hold this sign up. Cause I don't. The same way white people be like, I don't hate all black people. I have black friends. I have white friends too. I'll hang out with white people. I hang out with white people. When I go outside, I hang out with white people. I've dated white men. I've dated a white woman before. Lo and behold, kinda, sorta. Like, I don't have a problem with white people, but I have a problem with the collective and how people are always talking about us, and we don't get the opportunity to be individuals. And people always saying, oh, it's not, it's an individual, it's this and that. But y'all don't give Black women the same grace. And that was my point. That's the point of this video, is that we don't have the same grace as other groups of people. And I was talking about women. We don't get the same grace as other groups of women. That's what this live stream was about. And y'all proving my point. Every time I come up in here, y'all saying I have 5 and 6 baby daddies is because y'all are stereotyping me. And it's racism. And y'all say a bunch of nasty things to me is because it's rooted in racism. It really is. The average Black woman does not have 6 baby daddies. Like, I don't know who told y'all that, but that's not true. That's not true at all. I think I want to do something bright. Just stop to say people so mad that they stop scrolling and talk shit. That part, Preston. Only 5. See, look, you still starting. I'm just gonna block you. You're just getting blocked. Period. They are wiping our history away. Like, seriously, exactly, Felicia. They're trying to do what they always do. That's why they don't want to teach real white history. That's why I said there should be a White History Month. Like, let us learn about y'all. Y'all got a Black History Month. Let us study y'all for once. Let us learn about white history. I think there should be a White History Month. I would love to learn about white history. Because now they're trying to say Black people are racist and this and that. No, somebody speaking the truth about you or saying that they don't like you is not equivalent to racism. Somebody being mean to you does not equivalent to racism. And I think that's what y'all get it confused. Somebody saying, oh, I don't like your hair. I don't say y'all are racist because y'all don't like my hair, or y'all are racist because y'all don't like my makeup. I don't say stuff like that, but that's what y'all do. Y'all try to conflate everything with racism. When somebody's just being mean to you, that doesn't mean that they're being racist. Like, y'all are so fake. Y'all are so confused. If somebody says, oh, I don't like, white people following me around in the store, you're going to say Black people are racist. Like, what? Y'all are trying to destiny swap with us. Racial profiling is us while we get followed around in stores. Racial profiling is why y'all follow us in neighborhoods and ask us, what are we doing here? And do we belong here? And try to demand that we tell y'all where we live. That's racial profiling. A Black person telling you to leave them alone is not them being racist to you. Black people making fun of you and laughing at you because you can't dance, or you're trying to co-opt a Black dance and you look stupid as fuck. That's not racism. Y'all, I ain't even mean to get into this, but fuck it. Thank you, Angel. A lot of clear people think that when we're mean to them or laugh at them, then they try to say it's racism. That's not racism. That's why I keep saying y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all are trying to co-opt definitions and colonize Black fatigue. Black fatigue is a book that a Black woman wrote, and it's a term that a Black woman coined to talk about systemic oppression and systemic racism that Black people face. Now, white people saying they got Black fatigue because all they do is steal, cheat, lie, and colonize. Now y'all trying to colonize Black fatigue. And that's so annoying. Like, I'm very, very much so annoyed by that. I'm very much so annoyed by, hello, King Tyson. Do I have a PhD? No, I have a PhD in blocking a bitch. Scram hoe. What about ghetto fatigue? Saying anything is fatigue, anything is, once again, biting off of Black people. That's all y'all do. Find something else to say. Y'all stay stealing from Black people like, oh, white lives matter. Y'all stole that from Black Lives Matter. Y'all try to co-opt and steal the term woke. Y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all be talking about. It's so stupid. Y'all been doing this since the beginning of time, stealing shit and bastardizing it to fit some weird narrative. Come up with your own shit. Be original. There's somebody gonna write a fucking comment to me saying white culture is soul food because on a plantation they taught us how to cook. Y'all motherfuckers didn't even know how to farm these lands. And that's how I know a lot of us were already here, because how would we know how to be a herbalist? How would we know what plants to use to medicinally heal you of certain ailments? How do we know how to do that? It's because a lot of us was already here. You don't own words. We give words meaning, baby. Look at y'all. You don't own words. And you don't own land. How about that? Shut the fuck up. We give meaning to words. We create sayings. We create terminologies. That's what we do. And y'all just steal it and bastardize it and co-opt it. And it's so fucking, we was kings. Bitch, you ain't shit trying to be funny. Boo, tomatoes. That's not even funny. Y'all are so corny. And not all of y'all, because some of y'all are mad fucking cool. But some of y'all are so fucking corny talking about y'all taught us how to fucking, bitch, we taught you how to wash your ass. We taught, you know what? I don't even gotta say it. I have a video where a Caucasian woman admitted that she didn't know how to wash her ass properly. She said that when she got to the military, she didn't know how to wash her ass. The black girls had to teach her how to wash her ass. She said when she was younger, her mother, they would just put them in the sprinklers and say they was clean, or take them to the pool and say they was clean, and didn't even know how to wash their ass. So many white women are on TikTok saying, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I found black girl shower top because I never knew how to properly take a shower. Some white women wipe their ass back to front. We've literally taught y'all how to wipe y'all ass. Y'all say it. Y'all say it. We don't even gotta say it. Y'all get up here and say these things. And we don't even gotta go back in history. Because y'all love to say, oh, that was long ago. Nobody is talking about history. Y'all saying y'all taught us how to make soul food. So why a lot of y'all's food is so fucking bland? They said they taught us how to dress. So why y'all wear khakis and boat shoes with a polo shirt out to the fucking club? Why you always talking about white people? Because white people love to come in my space. I wasn't even talking about them. They came here and started talking about me. So now I'm flipping it back on y'all. That's why. We don't got to go back into history. We could look at what's going on right now. She's going to say she invented braids. Bitch, I don't have to say shit. You know the truth. You know the vibes. They want a destiny swap with us so bad, God's anointed. It's fucking weird. It's bizarre. Like, y'all, they said we got everything from them. If we got everything from y'all, then why in present day are y'all copying everything we do? If things were a certain type of way throughout history, wouldn't it still be like that? It would still be like that, right? I don't see none of us wanting to, as a collective, because some do, but as a collective, I don't see any of us trying to co-opt, colonize, and bastardize white people's style, white people's vernacular. I don't see none of us saying, good golly geez. We don't walk around talking like that. Listen here, mister. We do not walk around talking like that. Hey, buddy, why I order? We don't go around talking like that. Jeepers. My hair looks white. Bitch, my hair don't look white. My hair looks like a black woman's hair blown out. Y'all are so fucking stupid. White hair, there's no such thing as white hair. A lot of white women don't even have fucking straight hair. This is curls. Straight hair is not cultural. Straight hair is genetics. Asian women don't have straight hair. Latinas don't have straight hair. Indigenous people don't have straight hair. Y'all are so fucking stupid. Straight hair is not synonymous with white women. A lot of white people have frizzy hair. They get their hair treated too. They get their hair straight and flat ironed. They curl their hair. This is curls. This is not synonymous with a white woman's hair. Y'all are so fucking dumb. Y'all keep trying to fucking make a circle fit into a fucking square. Y'all keep trying to make a square fit into a circle. It don't fucking fit. Black people do not have straight hair. All white people don't have straight hair. They straighten their hair. They get treatments. The same way I can straighten my natural hair. Y'all are stupid. It don't go. Y'all try so hard to like, it's just like, you sound ignorant. You are ignorant, Crystal. Because y'all try to conflate culture with genetics. Genetically, a bunch of different types of people have straight hair, not just white women. Indian women have straight hair. It's not cultural to have straight hair. You cannot compare having straight hair to having braids. It's not cultural, stupid. Thank you, Bobby. Vikings had braids. You know, Viking is not a race. You know, Viking was actually a profession. Vikings are synonymous with pirates. You know, black people were Vikings too. Y'all keep saying Vikings had braids. You know, Vikings is not a race, right? You know, Vikings was actually a job, like a pirate. Y'all are so dumb. Vikings had braids. Bitch, a Viking was like a pirate. A Viking was not a race. What the fuck are y'all even talking about? Pick up a book. And the type of braids that Vikings had were not cornrows. They had loose rat tail braids. So where Viking braids then? Y'all think y'all know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about. And we just let y'all slide. We just let it slide because we don't want to keep arguing with y'all. Ain't nobody got time for that. But bitch, I got time today. I'm tired of you. I'm tired. I'm so tired of y'all. Show me proof of white Vikings. Bitch, there's no actual proof of what a Viking looked like. Y'all just got people cosplaying what they think Vikings were. There's only drawings and paintings, baby. And history has been whitewashed since the fucking beginning of time. Y'all are trying to do it right now. Y'all are literally getting up here trying to bring y'all funky asses up in my comment section in Destiny Swap with black people. Y'all are doing it right now. A white man just told me that white people invented soul food and taught us how to cook soul food. It's happening right now. So if y'all doing it present day, y'all are taking history out of the school system. Because y'all don't want to make white kids feel bad about themselves. So you really think that they're going to tell you exactly how history went down? That's not how that's ever going to go. Y'all do know that people in different regions, there was no such thing as race back then. Y'all do know that, right? Talking about Nordics. You going to tell me Nordics? So you think that melanin rich people was all around the fucking globe? That's like watching Game of Thrones and saying, oh, Tenarius Garganus or whatever, the blonde-haired lady, she was white, so everybody that was around her and in her court was a white person, when she clearly had melanin-rich men, black men that were like her soldiers. So you gonna tell me back then that there was no melanin-rich people that was around? Y'all are stupid. I can't. I'm not doing this with y'all right now. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. First of all, no, we don't want to be Vikings. Nobody's trying to be a Viking. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying y'all don't use y'all brains. But like I said, being a Viking was not a race. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. And if Vikings had braids, like I said, they were loose rat tail looking braids. Wear those braids. Don't nobody care. We've been seeing y'all wearing those rat tail braids or fishtail braids. Nobody has anything to say about that. We don't care about that. Wear them braids. Wear them. But y'all don't wear Viking braids. Y'all wear Fulani braids. Y'all want to wear cornrows. Y'all not trying to wear Viking braids. Y'all been wearing Viking braids since forever. Nobody don't say nothing about that because we do not give a fuck about what y'all be doing. You are trying to wear Fulani braids and cornrows and hairstyles that black people came up with. Just come on, keep it real. Y'all not so bad. Vikings had braids. So wear Viking braids. Wear Viking braids. Don't nobody care. Wear Viking braids. Nobody cares. I think Viking braids go hard on y'all. I think you should wear Viking braids. I think some of y'all look stupid as fuck when y'all wear Fulani braids. It just don't look right. That's just my opinion. It just does not look right. Or when y'all wearing like cornrows or like when y'all trying to get knotless box braids, it just be weird looking to me. But Viking braids go hard. Wear Viking braids. Do it. Hey, Wally, what's up? I don't care how it looks. Go ahead and break your heel. Not go ahead and break your heel. Right message, wrong messenger. Okay, whatever. You got 80s movies, white woman hair. No, I don't. No, I don't. This is black women's hair blown out. Y'all are so dumb. Y'all do know that the front of my hair is out and it's blown out. I don't have a perm. I flat ironed it. I didn't have to do any crazy things to blend my hair because this is how my hair looked blown out and flat ironed. Just like anybody else that will blow out their hair and flat iron their hair. Like, shut up. White, straight hair is not cultural. Straight hair is not synonymous with white people. Why do y'all get Asian people have straight hair? Why you can't say, oh, you have Asian people hair? Why y'all can't say that? It's because y'all are trying to make straight hair cultural when it's not. It's a genetic thing. I know what I'm talking about. It won't work over here. Some of y'all are too angry at black people that y'all can't even reason with a different perspective. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Or you mean discussion? Disgusting. Because y'all play victim more than anybody else. I have no hope for y'all at all. Thank you, Quaisha. Thank you, baby. And you're right. It's crazy. No, I don't do OnlyFans. I don't. Man, any advice to attract a beautiful black queen like you? First of all, thank you. How big is your area? Okay, no, you gotta get blocked. Thank you from getting them up out of here, Quaisha. What's up, Sasha? Any advice? Just be yourself. Be sensible. Be supportive. Be successful. Have a good personality. That's it. Work on your sense of humor. Have a good mouth and teeth area. Be a good person. The Great Awakening is from all their lies. If straight hair isn't synonymous, neither is braids. Braids are cultural. Straight hair is genetic. Please wake the fuck up. Having straight hair is due to either genetics or straightening your hair. Braids is not genetics. You don't come out your mama's coochie with Fulani braids or cornrows or knotless braids. I'm trying to say it slower. Braids are cultural. Like how y'all keep saying Vikings have braids. So you would look at that as a cultural thing, right? Fulani braids, cornrows, knotless box braids is cultural. Having straight hair is genetics. It's not cultural. So it's not cultural appropriation for me to straighten my hair. Y'all are dumb. I did come out my mama's coochie. My hair was straight and like nice and curly. Some of us come out with straight hair. We do. Then, you know, we grow up and it goes into like the texture that it's going to be forever. A lot of white people do not have bone straight hair. They straighten their hair. They blow their hair out and it be like a wavy pattern. I've seen videos scrolling and I see white people doing their hair. They get out of the shower and their hair is a wavy pattern. It's not bone straight, el stupido. They blow it out to make it straight. They curl it. To make it look like this, they have to curl their hair. To make it bone straight, they are flat ironing their hair with a flat iron. The only group of people that probably genetically have bone straight hair are Asian people. Asian people genetically are more prone to having actual straight hair. What the fuck are y'all talking about? White people hair be curly too. It's just a looser curly pattern. Go and watch a white woman doing her hair. When she get out, it don't be bone straight. She has to blow it out, which makes it straight. Then she flat irons it, what makes it bone straight. I don't know. Who do y'all think people are stupid? That's the problem. Y'all think people are dumb. Y'all think people are stupid. So y'all keep trying to, oh, you have white women's hair. Baby, this is curled. This is curled. This is not white women's hair. And ain't nobody ever go to the store and ask for a Becky bust down. So only black people can wear cornrows. People can wear whatever it is that they want to wear. I don't care. Like Mia said, break your hair or pull your hair out. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Thank you, Legend of Oz. Thank you. Like, y'all don't understand the difference between culture and genetics. So it's like, okay, genetically, I have melanin rich skin. This is genetics, right? Genetically, my skin is a beautiful bronze brown color. This is genetics. This is not culture. Now, if I adorn myself with gold or okay, let's do you one like this. So since we're talking about skin, right? If I were to get henna, at one point I was obsessed with henna. If I were to get henna tattoos over my beautiful brown skin, right? That's culture. A henna tattoo is cultural. Do you understand? Even though it's going on top of my skin, that's culture. Brown skin is genetics. So when white women get tans and they are obsessed and addicted to tanning, it's because genetically they want to look darker. They want to look like they have melanin. It's not cultural. Now, if I get a henna tattoo on my skin, then culturally I want to represent something that's from a Hindi culture or Indian culture or South Asian culture. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? And henna is pigmented as well, but that's not genetics. So you wouldn't see somebody with a henna tattoo and say, oh, you trying to be black. You're racially, brown is synonymous with black. You wouldn't see somebody getting a henna tattoo and say you're trying to be a black woman because you got a henna tattoo. It's a cultural thing. Now, if you see somebody with a super dark tan, then you would say genetically you want to look like a black woman because you are really, really tanned. I'm trying to explain it to y'all, but I don't think y'all understand. I don't know. So they can understand other cultures, Asian, European, and etc., but cannot comprehend Black American culture. Just say y'all have a bias and move on. That part. And thank you, Quad, for the super sticker. Thank you, baby. That's exactly what is happening here. And they do it because they see us as subhuman. They're not going to get it because they are blocked and remedial. Oh my God. Miss It is the occult over architecture. You are hilarious. Subhuman equals the occult. I don't know what you mean by that, Asia. I'm trying to understand what you mean by that. What about extension so you can have long hair? What's that all about? So it's not about anything. It's just about wanting longer hair. It ain't about nothing. Culture is what we carry from our past. Understanding is what we hope to take into the future. Hello, love from Puerto Rico. Hi, shouts out to Puerto Rico. I'm going to block you because you're getting blocked. You keep putting this fucking comment and it's getting on my nerves. Speechless. About what? Wanting to have long hair has nothing to do with anything. Some people just want to have longer hair. That's it. But how come when they can be emo and all of that, it's cool to have different hair textures, curly and all of that, but when we switch it up, get out of here? It's just because they don't like us. It's inherent bias because of a deep-seated hatred and racism. Where are the single women in Phoenix? Oh, Lord, this is not a dating show. You got the huge TS tank, the wide man who braided up. I don't know what the hell you just said. Is that English? I don't understand. That part, Mia. I be trying to tell y'all. I be trying, but it just seems like no matter how... It's because it's coming from me. Like if a white woman was saying what I was saying, then y'all would get it. Y'all love pointing out black women wearing wigs and units, but fail to realize as a black woman, I can't go to work with the hair that grows out of my scalp. Oh, they ain't ever ready for that. Thank you again for the super sticker, boo. He's saying you got white genes. Maybe somewhere down the line, of course. Majority of black Americans have white somewhere down the line. If we all look the same, this would be boring. So God created different flavors to spice up this world. Yes, that part. And that's sad, but it's true. They're so programmed, they don't even know it. I'm gonna need them to take a red pill or a blue pill. That part, hello. Because it's just like, I know what I'm saying makes perfect sense. Like, it's not like I'm speaking in layman's terms. If you comb your hair and take care of it, you wouldn't have to wear wigs. How do you know I don't comb my hair and take care of it? Who said I have to do any fucking thing? Majority of us not have to. I get paid to wear wigs. I don't have to do shit. And I could do what I want. Do you go and tell white women don't wear extensions? Because a lot of them, they wear extensions and they wear weaves. They do. If God wanted one race on earth. And what about the Uish community? Uish women wear wigs, but y'all allow that to be cultural for them. That's why I say wigs are cultural for black American women, black women, period. It's a cultural thing. It's not just, it's culture. When other races, when Uish women wear it, it's culture, right? When we do it, it's because we can't grow hair. No, it's culture. Yeah. You do know that they're still passing laws called the Crown Act so that we wouldn't be discriminated against because of the texture of our hair. There was literal laws called the Tignon laws where our hair was outlawed and we were forced to cover it. Y'all don't even understand how deep it goes with our hair and how we've had to unlearn to not be texturous when it comes to ourselves. Because like I say in this, black women don't get no grace. Other groups of women always get grace. We don't get grace. Literally, they would say your hair is unkempt or it looks unprofessional when we went in with our hair, how it grows out of our scalp without manipulating it in any type of way. Kids have been kicked out of school because they had their hair naturally how it grows out of their scalp. This is still happening to this day. But because y'all are so uneducated and y'all just have this inherent bias toward melanin-rich women, y'all don't even think of that as anything. But that has been happening for victims. For who? Why you want to be a victim so bad? So telling the truth makes me a victim? If telling the truth makes me a victim, then oh well, I'll be a victim. Thank you, Yeshua. LJ, they need to pay you for all this knowledge you spit and charge your asses. Thank you, babe. This can't be real. Mia, because if Johnny had 5 motherfucking apples, like, if Johnny had 5 apples, I'm glad y'all get to witness this though, because this is how it feels just simply trying to exist. It's people that are just so ignorant or constantly telling you when you're simply telling the truth about life that you're trying to play a victim. If you didn't insult us every other sentence, maybe your message would land better. How am I insulting you? And why do I have to police myself for you to be able to listen? I didn't insult y'all just now. I wasn't insulting y'all. How did I insult you? What did I say that was insulting? They know you aren't playing a victim. It is the occult over architecture. It's not insulting, it's reality. The people feeling insulted are the ones who should feel that. Insulting who? She was defending the fact that black males don't have the rights. What y'all, I don't understand. What is the problem? Hello, that's what, me and we couldn't even get through what the live was about because the racism started pouring in. and discrimination and the prejudice. And then I just said, fuck it. And I stooped low and I spewed it back. I spewed some discrimination and prejudices and some stereotypes back at them. I did. So this video might get a yellow mark because I absolutely was discriminatory. I was. I absolutely did throw stereotypes back out there. I did. Because I'm tired of us just having to fucking take it and just shut the hell up and just let people talk crazy to us. I'm over it. Every time we speak truth, they insult. Victim card comes out, but they say we playing victims. Hello. Ooh. That's why I say it's cognitive dissonance. They are the very thing that they claim they don't like. It's so interesting to see. Don't want to meet up at the club. Someone might get, oh, wow. This is what? You never told me how I was insulting you, though, G. You never told me how I was insulting you. I asked you, how did I insult you? And you didn't say anything. I'm sick of having to educate people who have the same 24 hours in a day. I learned this in school and through experience. Yet others can insult and dismiss. Just nasty work. That part. Thank you, Quaisha. Thank you. Thank you so much, because I'm probably not going to be my because I've been cutting up. But let's just knock on wood. Maybe it will. Maybe we could get through and still get some ads popping on this video. But either way, thank you, boo, for looking out. I appreciate you, babe. Most hate stems from self-loathing. Ooh, yeah, I agree with you. Excuse me. I'm still trying to figure out how I was insulting everybody every 5 minutes, because I truly wasn't. And if I was, it was a response. I was directly responding to people insulting me and Black women. I tell people, if somebody say something crazy to you, say something crazy back. Enough is enough. All they got is, oh, you a baby mama. Oh, you on public assistance. When they get more public assistance than us. A lot of them is in a trailer parks with multiple baby daddies. And then if they want to say the N-word, don't nobody care. We could say something really nasty back. That's it. We could say something very nasty back. And I encourage all of us to say something back, because the only reason why Ocean's 20, I think I might for a couple hours. The only reason why these people feel so emboldened to do things to us and say things is because we've been programmed to turn a blind eye. And I'm not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. If someone comes up to you and says something crazy, y'all see how I talk? We need to practice cutting a motherfucker's ass. We need to practice cussing a motherfucker like a dog in the street. I went viral because somebody called me a dumb Black bitch, and I called him any and every fucking thing that I could think of. And I don't care. People said all sorts of nice, nasty things about me. I don't give a fuck. And then a lot of us was like, yes, bitch. Because why do they get to come up and call us dumb Black bitches and tell me to suck his dick and I'm just not supposed to say shit? Why do people think that they could be blatantly disrespectful, derogatory, demeaning, degrading, and racist toward us, yet we're not supposed to respond? Oh, because you don't meet hate with hate. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I ain't Martin Luther King. I don't think that we need to continuously turn a blind eye to people blatantly being disrespectful. Now, I would never tell us to just go out and bother people and harass people. That's not even in our blood. That's not even in our blood. It is not our nature to just bother people. As a collective, we mind our business. As a collective, we do not go up to random fucking people and start harassing them. We don't do that. That's not us. We just want people to leave us alone. And I experience it. That's what I always say. This video, this page is like a social experiment, because that's not true at all. What collective, when do Black people just go up to random white people just? Can y'all, oh no. Can y'all see me and hear me? Fuck. Can y'all see me? Put a 1 if you can see me and hear me. Yeah, okay, all right. We do not just go up to people, random white people, bothering them. We don't do that. That's why we don't understand why we keep getting harassed. Like, a lot of us just want to be left alone. Like, this is what happened, right? These are two recent ever. Exactly. But they lie. They keep trying to spin this narrative that they're us and we're them. And it's a lie. We don't bother them. We just want to be left alone. Like, leave us alone. If I was insulted, if you was, you don't see, well, you know what? Maybe you don't, but my moderators and my love bugs that be up in here, they see the types of racism. I get called a monkey. I get called dirty. Black skin is dirty. Clean your black skin. I've got told that they wanted me to unalive. Somebody put AIDS in the chat. They keep saying I have multiple baby daddies. They throw out these nasty, all of that happens to me daily. You don't see it when you look back because we block them. So you won't see it. If you're in the chat and you're looking actively, then you'll see it. But if you watch it back, you won't see it because me and my moderators, we be fat shaming, exactly, calling me big back and all types of shit. We literally block them. We block them. We block them. We block them. We block them. And we delete comments. So you'll see me going off, but you won't see the comment because we block it. I don't only focus on the negative. I also focus on positivity. We block it. But people need to be called out. And I think that people need to understand, how these things happen to us unprovoked. I could be in here talking about anything. I wasn't saying anything crazy about white people. I was just talking about how black women get treated differently than other groups of people. And they just came in here spewing racism. Yesterday, or no, the day before, because I didn't live stream yesterday. Wednesday. Wait, what's today? Thursday, I live streamed. I'm so confused. I don't even know the day of the week. What is today? Saturday? Anyways, I don't know. The last time I streamed, it was just so much blatant racism. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I wasn't even talking about. It was just insane. So these are the things that I experienced. And I experienced this on the internet. And in real life, we experience people coming up to us, saying things to us, getting up in our face. We don't be going around bothering people. Now, this is not me to say a black person has never gone up to a white person. I'm not going to say that. But as a collective, that is not our MO. As a collective, we do not go up to these people and just go up in their business and ask them, where do you live? Why are you walking down here? What apartment do you live in? What street is your house on? I just saw a video. I'm gonna tell you about 3 videos that I saw that happened within the last week, right? One video was on Catalina Island. This black girl, she was just, they were playing music. This melanin rich woman, she was looking cute. She was with her boyfriend. She had a drink in her hand, right? They're drinking. I guess, I don't know if this white woman was mad at the music. I don't know. But she had a drink in her hand. The white woman came up to her and slapped her drink out of her hand. And the girl slapped the white lady. Slapped her. Pow! That was self-defense. You slapping a drink out of my hand is also touching my physical person and also invading my space. Why did that lady go up to her and do that? That was outrageous. Another instance that happened in Mississippi. This white man goes into a bar, a black-owned bar in Mississippi. It's just a bunch of black people. They having a good time. He came in there dancing. Everybody welcomed him in. Nobody didn't say, get out of here, blacks only. That's the way they tried to paint the picture on the news down there. Like he just went in there. He wasn't welcome in there. They're racist. They just want to destiny swap with us. He went in there. Everybody welcomed him. They never showed the surveillance from the owner of the bar. He showed it. He is going viral on the internet now because he's like, yo, they trying to paint my establishment out to be some type of racist establishment. We are not the racist. They are. They trying to make it seem like we are them and they are us. It's very weird what's going on right now. It's like a psychological trick. They're trying to cast another spell on us and we don't need to let that shit fucking happen. Anyways, he goes in there, right? I'm watching the video. He fine. It's closed down. So they like, everybody got to leave. You know, when a bar or restaurant, anything closes, they say everybody got to go. So they told him to leave. The white man goes out, but he's mad because he still sees people mingling. First of all, I worked at a black owned bar and when you know your regulars, they could stay around a little longer. It's up to the bartenders lots of times, like whether or not you feel like, you know, keeping it open for a little while longer so people could drink, whatever. But people that you don't know, y'all all gotta leave because first of all, it's too much going on, and we trying to. Thank you. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but thank you. I'm gonna say KM. Thank you, KM, for the donation. So he comes back in, right? And they're telling him, like, hey, we're closing, you know, everybody got to leave. Mind you, in the video, he's dancing, everything. So they're saying, you got to go, you got to leave. He starts saying, nigga, 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 nigga. So that the black man is like, oh, well, hold up. Like, this ain't cool. He pushes a black man after calling everybody a nigga. And they nobody jumped on him when he started saying the N-word. But he physically assaulted that black man, pushed him. Oh, full force, started wailing. He got beat with a pole. Now they're saying that it's a hate crime against the white man. You see what I'm talking about? That's the second instance. The third one, and this all happened this week. Because they think that this is still 1935, where they could beat us up, call us an N-word, slap us, and we just supposed to put our head down. When we fight back, they don't like that because they feel like, why do you get to be equal to me? Why do you get to hit me back? They don't look at us as human. So us defending ourselves, they can't fucking believe it. Instance number 3. A white woman goes into a black woman's house. Her kids is in there. She just opens the door and walks in. The black woman was in a car. She's like, hold up, excuse me. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You cannot just go into my house. She goes in her house and goes in her room. The black woman runs in. Thank God she got cameras. She had a camera outside. So you see the white woman opening the door, going in. The kids are like screaming like, ah. Because you don't know if it's an intruder. You don't know what the fuck is going on. The white woman goes into her room, comes out, because the lady also had a camera in her living room, in her common area. She sits on a chair. The black lady is like, get the fuck out my house. Like, what are you doing? Get the fuck out my house. What the fuck? Like, cursing her out. The son comes in like, yo, get out. Like, first of all, I would be scared. Anybody would be scared if a random person, I don't care what color they is, just come in your house and go in your room and then come and take a seat. So they telling her to get out. So the lady gets up and she said, fuck out of here. Or something she said, like she ain't going nowhere. The lady starts to like fight her. Oh, hold up. I got to turn this off because I don't have one appropriate. Oh, see, look, that's the ancestors. Hold on. I'm trying to turn it. So they start beating her ass. Rightfully so. 3 instances where a white person just attacks a black person and they get their ass beat or they get the shit slapped out of them. It's because people are fighting back. It's self-defense. You cannot think that you could do that. We're not afraid. It's not, get down. It's not 1935. We're not hanging our head down and crossing the street. That's not what's happening, and they hate it. They hate that we're getting a little closer to what equality would actually look like. They hate that we're not afraid to stand up for ourselves. They even hate that we're using our voices. They are mad at me right now doing this live stream. They are mad at me right now doing this live stream. They are mad at the type of content that I make because I speak out. They were very mad at me because I cussed that Latino guy out for calling me a dumb black bitch. And we're in a day and age where the tides are turning. We're not afraid. We just want to be left alone. No, it was never one over there. It was never one. Y'all just probably didn't notice. But we just want to be left alone. That's it. So for them to be trying to say they got black fatigue because black people doing this and black people doing that, we don't bother white people. We don't. And then all they got to do is just turn the TV off or don't watch our content if they're so bothered and tired. A lot of them don't even live around us like that. And when they do, they harass us. They stalk us. We don't bother white people. We really don't. We don't be saying nothing to those people. We don't walk up to them randomly trying to touch their kids' hair. We don't do that. I ain't never seen one of us walk up to a white lady and try to touch her baby. I ain't never seen one of us walk up to a white lady and try to pick her baby up. That's the type of things they do to us because they're used to running the country. They're used to being able to just beat our ass and cuss us out, and we don't respond. There's no reaction. There's no consequence. But in 2025, you can't just beat a black person's ass or slap the shit out of a black person or hit a black person and expect for them to just walk away from you. That's not what's happening. You can't go into a black person's home and tell her fuck out of here when she asked you to leave. They gave her multiple chances. They was like, yo, get the fuck out my house. That white lady sat there like this. Then white people in the comments saying, oh, that's what if she got a mental health illness? Let one of us go up in one of their houses. They're gonna pow us. They're gonna unalive us and say they stood their ground. They're not gonna say, oh, maybe they have a mental health issue. They're not gonna say that. We just want to be left alone. We've never had issues. We're not trying to retaliate. We're not trying to get revenge for how we've been treated in this country. We just want to be left alone. Leave us alone. Don't come up to me. Don't try to call me the N-word. Don't hit me, smack a drink out my hand and think you just could get that off. No. Don't think you could call me the N-word and then push me on the floor and you just gonna walk away. I don't know what the fuck. That's why we can't be alone in spaces like that, because another melanin rich woman, she went to this white guy's concert. This also happened within the week. I saw this video. And she said it was only her and another black woman, and it was everybody else there was white. And this black man called her a nigger bitch and told her to shut the fuck up because he was like, in a way, like kept standing up. And we can't go in their spaces when it's just one of us or one or two. It's not safe. And it's very sad that we even have to like feel that way, but it's not safe. And especially now, they feel way more emboldened now. And we all know why. We all know why. So we got to make sure if we're going to be in predominantly their spaces, we cannot be alone and we got to have something on us, period. Because it's not safe. It's not safe. We just want to be left alone. That's it. Who is they? White people. Caucasians. Just leave us alone. If a person is not bothering you, then what's the problem? Saying y'all tired of black people, you don't have to be around us. We don't say nothing to you. We don't do nothing to you. If we do, we really don't be out here accosting and harassing white people. I don't know why they trying to make it seem like we do. Talking about, oh, why they gotta be, because these kids just graduated in New Orleans and they was like dancing and, you know, doing a bunch of dancing and stuff at their graduation ceremony. They like, oh, see, this is why we have black fatigue. We're so tired of black people. Why they gotta dance? Why are you mad at black people being happy and celebrating? Like, leave us alone. That's not bothering you. It's not affecting your livelihood. Now, I can see if he was coming into your neighborhoods, storming your neighborhoods, harassing you, stalking you in your neighborhood. I could see if he was doing that. But just leave us alone. And y'all can't. They're not tired of black people. They're freaking obsessed. Yep. And it's all a lie when they claim that it is. Wait, what you said? It's real bad in every aspect, especially when the ones who need to stand up don't. I don't like the passive person. Don't come to me after the fact and apologize. That part too. Like, oh, it's not all of us. So why y'all don't stand up? Why y'all don't stand up? Well, everybody want to get invited to the goddamn cookout. I know my neighbors be listening to me talk and they probably be like, what the helly? Hello, Pink Tink. We just want to be left alone. For any white people that's in here, because I know y'all in here, y'all love to come up in here, and that's okay. Y'all are welcome. But we just want to be left alone. And you know, me saying things is a reaction. It's just a reaction. It's not hate. I don't hate y'all. I have love for anybody who's a nice person, who's a kind person. I will have love for you. But right now, the mode that I'm in, because of what I see and what I've been experiencing, is gonna always be black people first. This does not mean that I don't have the capacity to love other races of people, because I do. I do. I just had to get out of feeling sad, because I used to be sad. Like racism, I got called a black nigger bitch when I was fucking 12 years old by a white man. That shit hurt my feelings. I cried and I couldn't understand it, and I wasn't even doing nothing. I was at McDonald's with my friends, and a white man said that to me. And then one of my friends got called a black nigger bitch by a white man again. We was in the train station and we were like 16 or 17 years old. And I couldn't understand. And it was because we were walking too slow up the steps for him. We were walking too slow up the steps. So he said, black nigger bitch. Experiencing racism from a child, and I know Quaisha can relate because she told me about something that happened to her as well. That shit kind of sticks with you, you know? And then people think that it's a lie and, oh, it's just because black people this and black people that. How? I was a 12-year-old kid getting called that by a grown man. Quaisha was a little kid. I'm sorry, Quaisha. I don't know I hope you're okay with me mentioning that. But things like this happens, and then they wonder why, you know. Oh, and they make it seem like we're lying. They make it seem like we are lying about these things. We're not lying. There's no reason for us to lie about that. Thank you, Mrs. Simmons, Miranda. I agree. But that's what happened to that 5-year-old that got called the N-word by Shiloh. And she raised $1 million for it because of the deep-seated hatred. Because white people were mad that Carmelo Anthony was able to bail out and he's on house arrest awaiting trial. So they used that time to have solidarity with one another for her being racist toward a 5-year-old little black boy that's autistic. And they're like, oh, we're tired of being silenced. What do you mean tired of being silenced? So you want to be able to be blatantly racist towards a 5-year-old? It's just some of y'all have just this deep-seated, deep-rooted hatred. And there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. Not towards a child. And like I said, when I was younger, it used to hurt me. I used to be like, oh my God, thank you, KM. I used to be like, because I couldn't understand. And my grandmother, my great granny, used to tell me stories about how, you know, she experienced racism. Because once again, like I told you, she grew up on the outskirts of Augusta. And, you know, they would call her a monkey, the N-word. Like, she experienced that a lot growing up. And that shit used to make me so sad. She always thought she was ugly because white people would tell her she was a ugly nigger, a ugly monkey. I miss her. But this is why people say I'm angry. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. And I just, you know, I love my people real bad. And we experience so much, especially black women. And we really don't deserve it. We don't. We're some of the nicest fucking people on planet Earth. And everybody knows it. That's why they always looking to us for help. It's sad. I'll be angry for the both of us. It's sad. Excuse me. Just for being. Exactly, Quan. Thank you, Liz. One called me the N-word in college, so I spat on him. Oh, Jesse, thank you for the super sticker. And you know what? I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you. They can say, oh, it's just words. No, words like that have a lot of venom behind it. That part gets me from time to time. Being called that name and assuming my peers in age can't comprehend is wild to me. If I could at the age of 7, so could they. The double standards. That part. Thank you for the super sticker, babe. And then they say, oh, you're just a professional victim. How we've been experiencing racism from being a fucking kid. They can't even conceive of that. Hey, Tweety, they can't even conceive of that. They say that us being mean to them is racism. That's not racism. In the same way of people saying you can't go over here because of your skin color. Us laughing at them because they can't dance is not racism. Us telling them to leave us the fuck alone is not racism. That's not racism. They don't really know what the fuck racism is, and they don't know what it feels like. Us not trusting or being so inviting and welcome and opening or open to y'all because of said history. And once again, I'm not talking about 1910. I was a kid in the 2000s. Like, they keep saying, oh, get over. I got called a nigger bitch in the 2000s. I'm not talking about 1945. Like, they can't conceive of that because they are, I don't know what it is. I was also crazy and unstable back then. Thank you for the super sticker. And the fact that black men swear that black women don't share these experiences in the school system, young girls, and it's so young because of that word and unhuman treatment, not just from their peers, but adults. That part. And we get adultified. Young black girls don't get a chance to be children. We get adultified. As soon as little kids, I don't even know how old, but we get adultified. We don't even get to be children. But they would never understand. They just keep saying, oh, you're just being a victim. How am I being a victim? When literally, like Quaisha said earlier, us going to work with our hair a certain way, we would get sent home. Or they would say, oh, you need to do your hair or your hair is unkempt. Literally, we had perms advertised to us just for me as little girls. That's conditioning. That's a condition in a program, in a mind control, in a spell that's telling you from a little girl that your hair is not a nice texture. You need to do something. You need to relax it. What's the opposite of relax? Wild, unmanageable, untamable. To tell somebody that they need to relax their hair is fucking diabolical. And then they wonder why some of us may have a hatred for our hair texture. It's because we've been programmed to feel that way. We've been programmed to think that the Eurocentric standard of beauty is what we should strive for. And this is why, I'm wearing my hair curled or like a little straighter now, but I usually have an afro, which I'm going to go back to soon. I miss it. But they don't understand that. Could you imagine being a little girl and you think that if your hair is not like straighter, then it's not pretty? And then they say, oh, y'all just hate yourselves, y'all this and that. We don't get grace. If another group of women went through some type of psychological programming to be told that they're not attractive, they would get grace. People would be more understanding. But when it comes to us, we don't get any understanding. What's up, son? A grown woman called me. It's terrible, Quaisha. They used to think, but you know why, Mia, too? Because although a lot of our hair is not like super duper tight and coily, it curls up like when it's wet. Our hair don't grow straight down like that unless we like blow it out. And that's what I was saying in one video. I'm like, if I blow my hair out, it'll be straighter like anybody else's. Well, most people, most Black Americans, should I say. But if we just leave it and it's washed, it'll be like a curly, you know. So our hair, all of our hair don't necessarily grow down. It grows out. It grows up. We're sun people. Our hair is not supposed to be down unless we manipulate it, like I said. Blow drying it, flat iron. So having long hair shouldn't even be synonymous with Black people. Having big hair is what should be synonymous with Black hair. Not length. Volume is what we have. We have volume. And even when we blow dry our hair and it's a little straighter, it's still like kind of on a poofy side. You know what I mean? Like we have volume. Our hair don't hang straight down like a dog. But if we straighten it, we definitely be having inches. Without stretching and manipulating to appease society. For real. It's true. So whenever they say, oh, what Black girls' hair don't be, because bitch, our hair is supposed to be big, not long. Our hair is supposed to be voluminous, not long. The way that y'all want volume, that's why y'all tease y'all hair and do all of that other stuff. We naturally have voluminous hair, not super. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get exactly, y'all know what I'm putting, y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Crowns, yes. This was a very deep live. I didn't know where, I didn't expect this to go where it went, but I'm grateful. I was called exotic for wearing my hair without manipulation. I just stick to braids now and a high puff. You know, I was told that people had an issue with me when I had my natural hair. Because I mean, you could just look at my content and see at one point, I only wore my natural hair. It would either be like just out or like up in a ponytail or back in a ponytail. And a Latino man was like, oh, people acting like that because your hair, it's your hair, it's your hair. And I'm just like, it's my hair. Like, what the fuck? There's so much stigma around melanin rich hair. And people act like it doesn't exist. And it's so disingenuous. So when they say, oh, y'all just wear wigs and weave, it's like, bro, all that we had to go through to even be able to wear our hair, because at the end of the day, there was a big natural hair movement in the 70s. Then they started promoting perms. And they started saying you can't come to work like that because they were intimidated by those big, beautiful afros. Y'all remember that? And then that's when they started pumping out the perms and all of that in the late 80s and in the 90s. They started making the commercials with the perms because they were intimidated by our natural hair. They were intimidated that we were finally embracing our natural beauty. Because then in the 60s, remember, we used to like burn our hair out with the flat irons. I mean, the hot combs. And Madam C.J. Walker, she became a millionaire off of like creating some type of perm that was terrible for your fucking brain and literally had lye and all types of stuff. And even the perms that we were using back then in the 90s and the 2000s, they say like we could get compensation because it gave us fibroids and all types of pelvic cancer and stuff. So they've always put different type of chemicals and the stuff that was promoted to us, you know, all in the name of assimilating to the Eurocentric beauty standard so that we could comfortably be accepted into society. But nobody ever thinks about that. They just say we just hate ourselves. The crazy thing is, I've always been this way, y'all. My whole life. I've always been exactly who I am right now. I just didn't have a platform. And it feels really good to be able to talk about things like this with people who could relate. Period, Mia. Oh, thank you. Can we have 5 more likes? Everybody double tap the screen and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Ooh, I hate that sound. I'm about to go. I love y'all so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. This live was a lot, but we got to get into it sometimes. And I have to say this, I'm not a super prejudiced person. I'm not. I have love for people. If you are a nice person, if you're a good person, then I will be nice to you. Yes, son, I think I will for a little bit. Then I will be nice to you. Hey, Indica. I'm not a nasty person. I'm not a hateful person. But I'm tired of us just laying down and taking it. And you cannot come and spew nasty things and expect for people to just always turn a blind eye. That's not always going to be the case. And it's not going to break us either. It didn't break me. I don't care. Even though y'all think I'm angry and I'm this and that. No, I'm just responding. That doesn't mean that I'm sad. I'm not going to get off here and be crying in the corner. Like, I'm about to go, you know, I might go outside for a little bit. It depends on how I feel. I might not do nothing but get back on TikTok. I don't know. See how I feel. But for the most part, we in the building. Show up as her, be her. Hey, Merle. Don't let nobody play in your face. Life is a movie you're starring in. The world is a stage. You're at the center of it. Spread love is the Brooklyn way. Bye, love bugs. I love y'all.